هاري تشوستر هاري بوتر. منورين يا حبايب قلبي، اهلا وسهلا بالحاضرين الامامير. انا توني العب هذه اللعبه اميزنج، وطبعا اللعبه بعام 2023 بس ما كملتها، فقررت اكملها في ايش 2025. طبعا هذه شخصيتي القديمه، لا القديمه حذفتها للاسف الشديد عشان اثبت لكم. الحين احنا بنوصل لمرحله من المراحل، انا ما ادري اي مرحله يا حبايبي. طبعا اخترت سمونه، اخترت الثعبان، مدرسة الثعبان. طب أنا ليش جيت بالغابة ماني فاهم. الله، مطر وغابات الله يا الدنيا. تبدي بسم الله، وش ذا اللي طلع كأنه فقاعات. أرحب اللي طبيته. واو، في هناك واحد وتبديه ما ينصاب. يا ولد ايش فيك ما تشوفني؟ ريفايلو وتبديه ولد يا أسمر حليوة أرحب. طيب المشكلة نروح نشوف هنا شيء زي صورة بنت. وش يعني هذا؟ شنو هذا؟ هذا المكان اللي أرجع له. طب لازم الحين أروح المكان اللي فيه نقط صفر عشان نروح المغامرة. الله المكان حلو. هذا ما وشو ذا؟ كتب، شكله شاطر. ما شاء الله، الله الدنيا. اوه دول متجمعين هنا. السلام عليكم بنات. ما في تفاعل. شنو هذا؟ ما يتفاعلون معي، ما يعطون وجه. شوف هذه جنية تسقي الزرع الحالة. بسم الله. وهذا ايش يسوون؟ هل رأيت كيف ينظر هؤلاء الأساتذة إلى ملابسك؟ ينظر الأستاذ بلاك إلي وكأني فقير. أقسم أن الرجل يعتقد أني أحمل براغيث. والله ما ألومش، لبس تجيب الهم. تبي تنتقم منه أو تذكر كلمة سوف أحفظ انتقامي. لا أهتم لماذا لم تعد لعبة كويتشيش؟ ما لي بزوجك ثانية. لقد تم خيانتي وجرحي وجرحت في صميم. لقد فقدت ثقتي في إخوتي للأبد. هل هذا الأمر يتعلق بمخاط الدودة الفلوبر؟ لأنها سكب بعضها منها في محبرتك. لا 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 يتعلق الأمر بالحبر أو ببصاق الديدان السحرية. لقد تعرضت للظلم. فهمت. هذا يتعلق بخيانتهم اللي هي هذا أمر لا يمكن إصلاحه. هجرت الصداقة وتركته ليحترق في محرقة. طيب شو نشت؟ يبدو مهما للغاية. ماذا فعل بك هذا؟ في البداية كنت أظن أستاذة جارلك أصغر سن من أن تكون مدرسة، لكن أظن أنها الآن تتمتع بقدر كافي من الكفاءة. يا كثر هرجكم ما له فايدة، بس خلينا نروح لمهمتي. قرقر زيادة ما يبغى. يشتكون همومهم فاضيين، وأنا عندي هم أكبر منكم. وش تسوي ذا؟ وش تسوين؟ هذا طلع بنية تلعب بسبول. أخس بلعب معكم. طيب والله العظيم قهروا ما خلوني ألعب. خنزير تبدي معه جناح. يلا خلنا نطلع بس. لقد قالت ويزلي ان دوما تشعر انها مهجع. بلا 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 بلا. قرقر زياده كلهم. ما نبي قرقر زياده. هو فتح ولا ما انفتح؟ كانه فتح. ريفايلو ما ادري ما انفتح. هذا ايش فيها كئيبه ورسمك مكتب وتفتري. ترى تفكر ما يوديس ولا يجيبس. قومي روحي المدرسة بس قومي فصلس. قومي قومي يا ربي محزنة. وش ذا؟ بسم الله جني تبدي. وش ذا المكان الغريب؟ خلينا نشوف روح المكان. لا المكان هنا، المغامرة هنا. نلقى بالدرج. هذول عصافير حب. لقد حان الوقت تعيين هورجس شخصا مثل الأستاذ بلاك كمدير المدرسة. ربما يمكن الآن. لا أنا سعيدة بأن المسؤول عن مدرسة سليذرين وهو عازم على اتخاذ القرارات الصعبة. يا أخي قرقر زيادة كلهم. لا شو المكان الحلو هذا يجنن. وهذا يكون فشاء وتبدي. ولا أعطوني ما يعطوني بخلاء. من ذا اللي يهمهم؟ من ذا اللي يهمهم؟ وتبدي ما أدري. بس المكان مرة يخوف. شنو هذا؟ بومة. واتساب دي مكان مخفي يا ربي. الله صنديق وشاح ادوات الساعات القرمزي باهداب. وش ذا؟ ريفايليو. لا مو هنا تعال هنا. اتبع الفراشة. بسم الله. شلون يعزف ذا؟ جني. يلا بس خلنا نتبع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. افتح البوابة لعمك. كفو. والله بردقان هنا وش ذا؟ وش الفاكهة الغريبة دي؟ صراحة العالم حلو يخليك تستكشف مثلا. عجيب والله يعجبني. وين يوديني ذا؟ تعبانين مرة بالرسومات. هنا. وين الريحة تقودني؟ وش ذا؟ خطاب إلى فيغ من بلاك.
Perhaps I'll come back to this.
ربما سأعود للمتابعة. ايش؟ لازم ألبس لبسه ولا ايش؟ تعال نغير لبسه. نخلي لبسه غير هذا. مرة حلو. أسطورة. لا ما بذا. يلا الحين أقدر يمكن يكون مهم الطلبة تفعيل كمستوى أداء معين. يجب تفقد سجل مهام أو مهمتك كحالة تذكيرك المطلوب لكل مهمة. أما خلينا نشوف سجل المهام وينه. يقول أسرار القسم المحظور. يجب عليك تعلم تعويض إشعال النيران لمواصلة هذه القصة. طيب شلون؟ ما أعرف أنا. واجبات: ربع جولتين من مبارزات القاعصة السحرية المتقطعة 2-1. اكمل جولة من تدريب التعويضات مع لوكين براتيبلي. وأيضا ذكرتني شيء عن سماع مفتاح ديدالان في برج علم الفلك. يمكننا العثور عليه بالتأكيد إذا نظرت حولي وأنصت. خلنا ناخذ هذا.
I don't think I can do this now. Best come back.
اوكي طيب مو مشكلة. الحين نروح نقوم بالمهمة اللي ندرس فيها التعويذات ونصير نتعلم كيف نولع النار. تعال يا ولدي انت يبيلك تدريس. انت فاشل. الله لو صدق كنت في مدرسة هاري بوتر. It's amazing. بخلي الناس يطرون. ما اقدر اقمز. خليكم واقعيين. هناك فوق. يا ربي. الله المكان أول مرة أشوفه. حبيت. I like it. It's amazing. شو مديني ذا؟ يلا خلينا نشوف. حوت. وش ذا؟ يمه خرب بيتك ذا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. خوفتني. يخرب بيتك.
As long as for only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory. Not for the mink. Please, Piers, you'll make me late. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp. Sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar.
ما يبي يمشي. خلوا براحته. خلوا يا كلب. أكرم النعمة. دوم الضحكة اللي ضحك. يخرع والله. يخرعني والله. بس سوالف قرقر زيادة ما يبغى. والله الحمام أفخم من حمامي. حبيت. وين راح ذا؟ طار. شكرا يوم هيثم على القلب البرتقاني. يلا نروح ندرس. من هو ذا؟ ريفايلو. هاو شو ما أعرف. وتيجو ليش؟ أصبر. هاو الله. هذا مين ده؟ وحش ليش؟ افتح البوابة. هذا مين دي؟ هل انكم ساعدتك؟ ايه ساعديني. ما تعطيني وجه مع نفسك. وروهم قاعدين مساعدين بالارض. قوموا يا لصخين. خلينا نشوف يا ربنا واحد. طيب شنو هذا؟ ها وين ذا اللي يدربني؟ وين راح؟ هذا هو.
Can I help you?
ايه
Sebastian
ساعدني.
told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
يسعدني سمع ذلك. قد أطحت بي بالفعل. وش اختار؟ يلا بسرعة. صراحة ما أدري وش يقولون. يلا يسعدني سمع ذلك.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
أقول له سأنضم إلى ناديك. لست أكيد بأني مهتم. لا
Of
سأنضم.
course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
هيثم مرسل حكيم. أنا فاهم. لا تضحكين.
In crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
متحمس مرة الصراحة. إيه.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
الله. ماني فاهم شيء بس خلينا نشوف.
We'll make you regret signing up.
أوبس. من ذولي ملاعين. واو مضاربات. يلا مو مشكلة. طيرتهم. لوموس. لا لا لا. لا يخرب بيتك. لا. موت واحد. وين ذي البنت؟ معفنة. خذي بعد. خذي يا كلبة. عز يا ملعز. مرة ثانية لا تتنافسين معي. وخلص محترمة. ترى أنا عمك.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
كفو لب بعينك والله. محزن مليان يا ابو شوشه. طيب وين الحين الدميه؟ وين بعدها تحمست ببارد. تعال تعال. وينك؟ وين رحت ده؟ تعال تعال. اي ابي استخدم دميه التدريب. يلا.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Yep.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
وش اسوي بالحين؟ ماني فاهم. لا لا تعال. هذا اخطيت. لا لازم اصبر.
You'll get it.
Accio, Lumos, Levioso.
That was something.
Lumos. Protego. Accio.
Keep trying.
يا الله لازم القى تعويذ اوكيو بعدين اضربه.
Excellent form.
الحين تعويذة الريشة بدي اضربه.
Nicely done.
الحين تعويذة ايش؟ الريشة بعد. النجمة. لا 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 اخطيت دقيقة. ارتفع. هذا خطأ. اصبر خليك تتعبى كلها. تعال بعدين. اكسلنت. بعدين
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
يبقى قلبك ما
I say
قصر.
better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
شكرا لبا روحك ما قصرت والله. طيب عندك شيء ثاني بعد؟
Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
ايه انا مستعد.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
سبيستيان سالو تاسي اونايا سبيستيان. يلا بختار هذا.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed?
واو
Apologies in advance.
3 الله ياخذهم. 3 ضد 2 هذا مو عدل. يلا مو مشكلة. يلا. هاو تعال يا حيوان. خذ يا كلب. استغفر الله.
Act like a winner.
تعال. وين الثاني ذا؟ هذولهم قاعدين. عز والله يا سبيستيان طلعت ما انت بهين والله انك كفو.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
برافو يا
You
اخي.
did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
عندك شيء ثاني
The
بعد؟
next round is for all
ابى
the
اخلص
gobstones, so
كل
to speak.
تراذيبك. يلا تعال. شكلي خلصت
Assignments all
التدريب.
finished.
اوكي مو مشكل. بدينا نروح. في مهمة ثانية نشوف المهمات. تعال. واجب 1 خلصنا العودة إلى الأستاذ هايكلت. هذا ما نقدر نروح له. هايكلت يلا تعال. هيكت من شو اسمه. تعال يلا نروح له. نروح أستاذ مدرسنا ومعلمنا. يلا يا علمين وين نروح كتاب. هاو وش فيه؟ خريطة المهام. نروح واجب الأستاذ. إيه قول عني ما تقول صوبكم صعب الوصول واللي ما يطول العناب حامض عنه يقول. يلا يلا يا أخي مدرستهم تجنن مو زي مدرسنا يا شباب. كله غابات وجنقل. شوف أخ يا الأجواء. الله حبيت والله. صح يا شباب مدرسنا تجيب المخص لكن هم مدرسهم اتهبل. حسب من عصر الفاكتورس والعصر القديم. وفي عندهم ديناصور. عظام ديناصور. الله اتس اميزنج. ايش ذا؟ شفنا علقت. من ذا بسم الله من ذا الجنية وتسبدي
I trust
العجيز.
Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you
أنا على
and
ثقة أن
that you
سيد
found
برتبري كان
success
قادر على
in your
استيعابك وأنت نجحت في إدراك مساعيك، أليس كذلك؟ إيه تعالي.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
مربع. وراه. يلا مو مشكلة تعالي. يلا 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 يلا. لا. طيب صح حالي مربع اكس. بعدين مربع. لا. ربي بس صعب. عرفت. كافو والله اخذت الشعلة، تعويذة الشعلة. كافو. لقد تعلمت ملك التعويذات والآن يمكنك تعيين النسينجو في مجموعة تعويذاتك، للغاية من ذلك عليك استبدال تعويذة أخرى مفعلة في مجموعتك. طيب أبي تعويذة النار. ايش كذا من فاهمنا؟ هذا ايش يسوي ذا؟ يصلح. طب الريشة والله مهم بالنسبة لي. كيف كذا؟ طيب الريشة أهم. واو يا النار.
And do try not to incinerate yourself.
هي من الدرب ولا ايش؟ يمكن. هنروح المهمة الحين لأن الحين صار عندي مهمة الحرق. العثور على كتاب فيجنز أسرار القسم المحظور. ايوه نبي نروح له. صار عندي نار. صار عندي نار. القبو. قول عني ما تقول. شو بسم الله هذا يعزفون بدون بشر. بسم الله. خلنا نشرب قهوة معكم اصبروا. وين قهوتي؟ ايوه خلنا نشرب قهوة. بس هم اللي يشربون وانا لا. والله علم ابوي. هو انحجرت. وخروا يكثركم على الفاضي ما تسولفون معي. يحليل او تسبدي. خلنا نشوفك طيبة جاية بالمدرسة. وزينة مسحة مسحة. ايش رايك تطيرها يا برونزون؟ لا خلنا نطيرها. اصبر اصبر. تعالي حيوانة. تعالي يا رب راحت مو مشكلة. أيوة.
There you are.
بسم الله ورا نمت.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student.
أحط
I would
قطع
think
درسي.
that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
خرب درسي الله يخرب روحه كلب قهرني والله. كنت ودي ادرس تعويذة النار ما ابي.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
سباستيان شكل بنروح رغم الأستاذ هذا والله كت مو مشكلة. هلا اوكي.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
الناس نيام الحين وانا مع سباستيان. يلا يا سباستيان.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
شو نفعلها اصبروا.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Levioso. Revelio.
كوايت لا حد يدري عني كوايت. لا حد يدري عني.
Is someone sneaking about? Is someone sneaking about?
مخرم. خسرت.
We must remain unseen. Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Goodness gracious, what a mess! Better. I knew it hurt someone. Out with you!
شفتني رجيس.
Is that you, Peeves? Good. Mess. Is someone there? The library's closed until morning.
ما اقدر اخذ المفتاح علق.
The key. Here it is. That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Almost.
If you're a mortal, you best turn back. One of the enchanted books. Yvonne, can't you leave us to waft about in peace? Out of here with you!
الاشباح حتى الاشباح جواسيس.
I'll be quieter than a dog. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No. We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
It must remain unseen. Accio.
وعليكم السلام.
Protego! Accio! Silent as a grave. Revelio. Protego! Incendio! Accio! Lumos! Levioso!
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Lumos! Reparo! Lumos! Accio! Lumos! Of course, Trace. That's it. There must be more to this room. Where might this lead? Protego! Lumos. Reparo. Incendio. Accio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Reparo. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Lumos. Reparo. Reparo. Lumos. Accio. Reparo. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Reparo. Reparo. Incendio. Accio. Lumos. Reparo. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. This must be the way forward, but to where?
السلام.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Revelio. Accio. Protego. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Lumos. Incendio. Accio. Lumos. Luma. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Lumos. Reparo. Lumos. Levioso. Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Protego. Stupid one. Accio. Lumos. Stupid one.
عليكم السلام.
Protego. Accio. Lumos. Reparo. Incendio. Accio. Lumos. Reparo. Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Lumo.
قويين مرة.
Accio. Accio. Lumos. Lumo, Levioso, Lumos. Lumo, Accio, Incendio. Levioso. Lumos, Accio. Incendio, Lumos, Levioso. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Protego! Lumos.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
They really shouldn't allow food and drink.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
My mother sent me a howler after I got a paw on my transfiguration owl.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an... defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Owls must be incredibly... All those letters. I still get lost looking for our common...
God.
It's awful if you're
Accio. Accio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ramrock's...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, but they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts...
They must have come this way! Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Accio! Lumos! Lumos! Levioso! Lumos! Lumos! Levioso! Incendio! Accio!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Protego!
We can hold them off!
Levio, I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student on the fight!
Tell Gretchen to find me himself. Accio!
Made a great
Lumos! Lumos! Levioso!
No! Stop that ring!
Protego! Accio! Levioso!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
كيف زوجتها؟ ماني فاهم شيء.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
يا هلا والله فيك.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Accio, Lumos, Levioso, Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres have not already started. Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio.
seems the pyres sink if you don't light the others quickly enough.
Levioso! Lumos. Accio. Incendio.
Try lighting all of the pyres before any finish sinking.
Incendio.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch-Smedley family astrolabe is.
Lumos, Accio, Levioso. Levioso. Accio, Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Lumos.
If I have so much of a scratch on me, you'll be sorry!
Diego.
No.
past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Accio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Lumos. Levioso. Lumos.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Levioso.
Oh, you think you're so...
Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
How childish.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Protego. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
I won't rest until...
An encampment. This must be it.
Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Protego. Levioso. Incendio.
I've never seen a sword like it.
Lumos.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. He doesn't come round now, he'll
acrobatic
Incendio. Lumos.
Who's that?
Accio. Lumos. Levioso.
Kill you when I get down from here!
How many of you are there?
How nice of you to stop by.
Accio.
I don't
Lumos.
think you know.
Yes.
Oh,
You should have known you would lose.
as if there's more than one way to enter.
We'll reclaim what is...
How many of you are there?
Levioso.
Enjoying suffering, do you?
Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Protego. Lumos. Lumos. Levioso. Lumos.
Losing your stride. I won't bet.
Could it be a math trial?
Red Rock's loyalists will succeed!
As if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
Levioso. Yes. Protego.
You won't get away with that. You don't think you loaded me? What do you...
Incendio.
And it's thunder!
Levioso.
I know you're here somewhere.
Incendio.
I will make you pay. You look tired. I won't rest until you're dead.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
I wanted a challenge. Instead, I got you.
As if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
Leviosa! Accio! Leviosa!
Put me down!
Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Leviosa! Accio!
Pick you up!
Incendio!
You are postponing the inevitable!
Accio! Leviosa! Revelio!
Enjoy suffering, do you?
What's going on?
Leviosa! Accio! Yes!
That was meant for me. Chill spells glance off of me.
Leviosa!
Enough of this, pity. Not quite. Was that your best?
Incendio!
You
Accio!
can't stop us. Easily done. You won't stop me.
Incendio! Accio!
As if there's more than one way to enter.
Incendio! Leviosa! Accio!
How many of you are there?
Incendio! Accio! Leviosa!
Release me!
Leviosa!
Not a bit.
Accio!
One more taken down.
As if there's more than one way to enter.
Accio!
How many of you are there?
Incendio! Revelio! Protego!
Arn will regret not joining us. He doesn't come round now.
Incendio!
For
Leviosa!
example.
Accio! Protego!
Didn't have to end this way.
As if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
Revelio!
Oh, little.
Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Yes!
Much too slow. Everything.
Accio! Leviosa!
Chill spells glance off of me. Was that your best? You can't stop us.
Accio!
Easily done.
Leviosa! Incendio! Accio! Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
It won't be long now before we find another repository. Aha! There you
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
What an unfortunate disappointment! Oh, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
Let's get this over with.
I know a murder trial when I see one.
Accio. Accio.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards.
Incendio. Levioso.
Leviosa. Revelio.
Protego. Levioso.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Revelio. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares. Damaging my things is as good as buying them. More than happy to purchase that. Good to have stock, I always say. Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
Grace, what was it you needed my help with?
I was hoping you could dive down and retrieve a treasured family astrolabe lost during a doomed stargazing cruise.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. I should investigate. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. It's it. Accio.
I always feel quite safe.
My little brother sends me letters chock full of questions about Hogwarts. Merlin help us when he starts here next year.
I tried to send a note to someone I like.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief...
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
I wonder if hippogriffs like milk. I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Accio. Levioso.
Look at that! They'll give them anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and...
What are you up to now?
Not sure we should study for the astronomy exam in the library. Might be better off outdoors where we can see the stars.
Fear is weakness. I never feel fear.
I need to get...
Revelio!
Herbology. I refuse to handle Chinese chomping cabbages with bare hands.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the...
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which is rude.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Revelio.
Your potion should not... Witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again!
Oh! Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was Skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. Each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Leviosa.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay.
Revelio. Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day. Still at it, I see.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I think Elizabeth would like a fanged geranium. I adore him.
Revelio. Scrope? Who is Scrope? Revelio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Undermining the headmaster and getting something in return. Continue.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine the headmaster. In fact, Scrope wants to surprise him. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
What was it you needed me to do, Scrope?
Scrope would never presume to need anything from a student. Scrope simply thought that you might find the pages you seek in Apollonia's grotto. And that if you were to go there, you might also find the Black family ring.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Revelio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves. Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso!
Off on another adventure, are we?
Incendio! Protego!
Thinking in terms of good and evil, Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds. Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet. Where did I set my trap? Lower Hogfield or upper?
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Protego! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Protego! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
What are you up to now?
Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Levioso.
I've always said travel broadens the mind.
Levioso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Protego. Levioso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Nothing to do now but keep going. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Revelio. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
I won't rest.
Levioso.
Utterly pitiful.
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Protegos.
When are you going to give up? Why can't I hit you?
Protego.
Well, this is sad. Really, it is.
Revelio.
I shall avenge your death.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is. I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out on me. Go dark if I wait too long. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help anything with this.
Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Revelio! Protego! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Revelio!
Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere. Oh, behind the rock. There's the symbol.
Levioso! Reparo! Levioso! Reparo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Revelio!
Remarkable.
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Revelio!
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Revelio!
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Reparo! Revelio! Accio!
untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Levioso, Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Protego. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Protego.
Expelliarmus.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Accio.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw.
Protego. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Eight legs is simply too many.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how the spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso! Expelliarmus! Protego! Levioso! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Protego! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Protego! Expelliarmus! Levioso!
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
يلا رحلتنا هنا يا شباب، نشوفكم على خير. كان في لعبة هاري بوتر بونزون مع ليز زون لايك وسبسكرايب واشتراك. شكرا.